Hello friends, welcome back to Learning Points YouTube channel. Here in this video we are going to discuss about one of the frequent asking questions, that is what is the difference between SQL and NoSQL. So we will discuss that things with some parameters like definitions. There are structural things, means data structure, schemas, there's scalability, and there's transactions, and where we can use those things. I will suggest, and when we actually need to use the SQL and where we will use NoSQL, how we can decide, we'll discuss in this video with understanding when we are going to discuss about the difference between SQL and NoSQL. So let's understand what is the definitions of SQL and MySQL. SQL actually a relational database, structure query language is used to relational database, and NoSQL is a non-relations database. The main difference, SQL is a relational database and NoSQL is a non-relational database. The next thing is the definitions. So structure query language is used to manage relational database, and NoSQL are databases are designed for flexible high performance data storage and retrieval. Okay, and what are the difference between this data structure? It stores data in the tables, like inside a columns, inside a rows, right? And NoSQL stores data in document format. Inside the document, actually it's stored in the key value pairs, white column stores, or graphs, right? And then the schema difference, there's main things is fixed schema. So when we are getting some requirement, means I need to develop some applications, so based on the applications we need to decide whether our applications data will be the fixed or not. If you got any fixed structure, then you will choose SQL. So its schema is fixed, it's predefined structure with tables, columns, and relationships. But in NoSQL, there is a flexible schema. It's allow dynamic and schemaless data models. Actually, all the things in the NoSQL is stored in a JSON format, right? The next thing is scalability. Obviously, it's vertical scalable, scales by upgrading server hardware, and in NoSQL, it's horizontal scalability, means it's scaled by distributing data across multiple servers. So both have some advantage and some drawbacks or disadvantage, you can say. But you need to decide when you start your application which is your need, what is your need, and based on that which is suitable you need to choose. Then the transactions, so actually it supports the ACID property, means in the database ACID is atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. Actually it's uses for transactions, and in the NoSQL it support base, basically available software state, eventually consistent for higher availability. Then where we usually use, what is the best for the structured data with complex relations, that is the banking software or any e-commerce software or HRMS system, you can use the SQL. Where we need the predefined structure, already known structure, we can use the SQL. And for NoSQL, it's unstructured, or you can say some semi-structured data, that is any real-time apps or big data or any IoT social medias. So there we don't have any specific structure, then we can use the NoSQL. Then when to use, so data is structured and require relationships, then we can use SQL. If you need transactions, then you will use SQLs. And for NoSQL, it's need high performance and scalability for real-time data, IoT, social media, and the data is unstructured or semi-structured, that is JSONs or any key value pair. Okay, so this is the things. By that things we need to use when we use SQL and when we use NoSQL, right? There are some examples means where we can use SQL. We will use SQL in MySQL, PostgreSQL, SQL Server, Oracle, SQLite, and there are others also. And for NoSQL, we can use the MongoDB, Cassandra, Redis, Firebase, CouchDB. Okay, so there are lots of options. So you need to decide based on your application scope which will be the best for your application, and you need to decide on that, and you need to decide based on that parameters. Okay, so hope you can understand what is the difference between SQL and NoSQL. And still, if you have any queries, you are always welcome to comment in my comment section. And thanks for watching this video, and please like and subscribe this channel for upcoming video. Thank you. Have a good day.